Let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah. I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on to the next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
What is going on, Arizona sports fan family? How are we doing out here today on this Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen? Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic day, because I sure as heck am. We ended up coming off the weekend with an absolute huge draft class for the Arizona Cardinals, and now we are sitting in a very pretty spot because the national media is now starting to recognize that the Arizona Cardinals has finally cooked up something with Monty Ossenfort, and I'm so darn excited, y'all. I am so darn excited about just who this Arizona Cardinals team is, right? I feel like we are in a very good position moving forward. And I'm not going to lie to you, the future is bright. And I'm not going to lie to you here. I think I have not heard this same amount of buzz around the Arizona Cardinals and in quite some time. We went through 2023. We went through the ringer. We went through the bumps and bruises. And finally, we have made it out of the light. At the end of the tunnel, we have finally made it there, or at least that's what it feels like to me. Huge shout out here to the people that are currently in the chat right now. We got Deus, we got Matthew, we got X, we got Cards Fan. What's up, Michael? See you up there. Kevin, I see you up there as well. Appreciate y'all for being here. We're going to have a fun-filled show for you today. We're going to be talking about Marvin Harrison Jr.'s number. What number is he going to wear? What do you guys think? We're also going to be talking about who had the best draft class around the NFC West, as well as are the Arizona Cardinals playoff bound? How do you feel about the Arizona Cardinals in 2024? We're going to be diving into all that here today. But first, let's go ahead and give some shout outs here to the channel members of the Arizona Sports Fan here on YouTube. Thank you so very much, everybody, for, just going the extra mile and, showing some love here to the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Appreciate y'all. We do this because of the people in the chat. We do this for the channel members. We do it for everybody here that made this channel possible. Thank you so very much, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, we ended up seeing something in the X/Twitter world this morning, and it seems like the Arizona Cardinals' biggest, I guess, I don't want to say storyline, but the biggest thing that people are talking about right now is what number is Marvin Harrison Jr. going to wear, right? That's the biggest question right now. What number is Marvin Harrison Jr. going to wear? Now, to me, I'm not really one of those guys that really care too much about the specific number that he's going to wear. What I truly care about is when the heck is he going to sign that NFLPA licensing? That's what I care about more than anything, because I think at the end of the day, I just want to rock whatever number he has, because that's going to be the next great number for the Arizona Cardinals moving forward. Like, that's my mind process. I can care two toots, right, about the idea of Marvin wearing a specific number that I want him to wear. I don't care about the number personally. I just want him to sign that NFLPA licensing. And now I get it. He needs to talk to his team. I get it. He needs to, make sure that his I's are dotted and his T's are crossed. And I'm not trying to rush the young man, but dang, I really want to get one of these Marvin Harrison jerseys. I truly, truly do. It's more of a selfish thing, and I'm fully aware of that. But I want him to sign it. I want to have a Marvin Harrison Jr. available jersey to me so I can purchase, and I'm just super, super excited about it. And we did see something on the ArizonaCardinals.com website. Because there's a lot of people saying maybe he can wear number 18. And then we have people saying, well, BJ Ojulari is number 18, right? Now, this kind of puts things to rest, I feel like, at least for the number 18. And in terms of number 88, that number is retired for the Arizona Cardinals, so we can't wear that anyways. But number 18 has been speculated about. Is BJ Ojulari going to give up that number 18, at least per this article on ArizonaCardinals.com? I believe one fan ended up asking BJ Ojulari whenever he was doing signing autographs during the draft. I believe he was on the Great Lawn, I think on the second floor of the MGM building. Fan ended up asking him if he was going to be able to surrender that number 18 number, and apparently he said no. So BJ Ojulari is not giving up that number 18 number. Apparently, it actually is a big deal for star LSU players. So he's not going to give that up. So anybody who thinks number 18 is going to be attainable for Marv, it's not going to be attainable, at least per this article. So we're looking at a completely different number for Marvin Harrison Jr., not 88, not 18. But there is still some really good, intriguing numbers out there for him to potentially go after. I just don't know what it is. To me, I don't care about the number. I just care about him wearing the next best number for the Cardinals. I don't think it's going to be 11. I don't know if anybody's going to touch number 11. That's Larry Fitzgerald's number to me, and it's always going to be Larry Fitzgerald's number. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what he decides to do. But number one step is for him to sign that licensing agreement. I think that's a little bit more important personally than the specific number that he chooses, but I digress. Let's move on over to around the NFC West. We had not just the Arizona Cardinals making selections, right? We had the entire NFL making selections in the NFL draft, but I want to go ahead and kind of shine some light on some players to kind of look out for the entire NFC West. And my question to you guys here in the chat, let me know, who do you think had the best draft in the NFC West? Do you think it was the Cardinals? Do you think it was the Rams? Do you think it was the Seahawks? Do you think it was the 49ers? Let me know here in the chat below. What are your thoughts on who had the best NFC West draft for the 2024 NFL draft? And I'm going to go ahead and just do a real quick sharing of the screen. And we're going to go team by team, Cardinals, Seahawks, 49ers, and basically see who they ended up drafting. So let's start off here with the Seattle Seahawks. They ended up going Byron Murphy, which I honestly think it was a really good pickup. They ended up picking him up 16th overall. And then they ended up going Christian Haynes, which was a guard that I was really high on out of UConn. And then after that, they had a lot of late round picks. They had like 2 fourths, a fifth, like 3 sixths. So they got DJ James, cornerback out of Auburn. They got another guard. They also got Naheem Pritchett. Now, the Cardinals actually met with Naheem Pritchett, so I believe there was some sort of intrigue with the Cardinals. But they also went tight end AJ Barner, and then Trice Knight, a linebacker. So this is pretty much what the Seahawks ended up doing. And then they ended up with an offensive lineman, Michael Jarrell, out of Finlay. So there was that. We also got the San Francisco 49ers, which I'm not going to lie to you, there was a lot of San Francisco 49er fans not happy. A lot of San Francisco 49er fans were not happy with their draft. I ended up jumping into a few of their live streams, and they were very upset with not just they weren't upset with the person, Ricky Parcell, but they were upset with like where the 49ers ended up getting him. So this is kind of a recap on them. They ended up going wide receiver out of Florida, Ricky Parcell, and then they ended up going Gennaro Green out of Florida State, Dominic Pooney, Mustafa, Isaac Gernardo, Jacob Cowing, which was a wide receiver the Cardinals had their eye on, Jarrett Kingston, and then Tatum Bethune, linebacker out of Florida State. I don't think fans were very, very excited about their draft. I'm talking about the 49ers fans, but there's that. And then here is the Rams, and then we'll obviously talk about the Cardinals here soon. So I'm not going to give too much of a recap on these guys for the opposing team. I just want to kind of give you guys an idea who they went after. So the Rams ended up going after Jared Verse, out of Florida State edge, which is probably seen to be as number 2 or number 3 best edge rusher in this draft class. They ended up getting Braden Fisk, which is a defensive lineman. And then they got Blake Corum, which was a guy that I really liked. Cameron Kitchens, Brandon Jackson, Taylor Davis, Joshua Carty. And then they ended up finishing the draft with offensive guard KT Levinston. So this is their draft. And then, of course, the Arizona Cardinals, because this is an Arizona Cardinal page, we are going to focus a lot more into who the Cardinals went. Obviously, Marvin, Darius Robinson, Max Melton, Trey Benson, Isaiah Adams, Tip Ryman, Elijah Jones, Dajuan Taylor Demerson, Xavier Thomas, Christian Jones, Tajon Palmer, and Jaden Davis. So thoughts on the chat below. Who killed this draft? Did the Arizona Cardinals end up having the best draft in the NFC West? And honestly, I think yes. I think, yes, I think the Arizona Cardinals. Now, granted, it might be an unfair advantage. We had 12 picks in the 2024 NFL draft, but I truly feel like the Arizona Cardinals did a fantastic job. A fantastic job in the 2024 NFL draft. Now, a lot of outside, big time national outlets out there, they ended up saying the same thing. I haven't seen any person out there saying the Cardinals didn't deserve anything less than a B plus, or even an A. So the Cardinals got B pluses, A minus, A plus. Like the Cardinals, per the national media, has done a very, very, very stand-up great job. And I think we did. I think we did have the best draft amongst all the NFC West out there. So I think they did a fantastic job. Right after the Cardinals, I would have to give it to the Rams. It pains me to say, but the Rams did a good job, especially with their first 4 picks. I think they actually did a very good job with the first 4 picks. And then maybe I'll give it over to, I don't know. I guess it's a 3-way tie between Seahawks and San Francisco 49ers. I feel like they got talent, but, it wasn't anywhere compared to what the Arizona Cardinals ended up going and getting. We got a lot of great needs for the Cardinals and a lot of potential starters for the NFC West to kind of contend with. So do I feel like the Arizona Cardinals had the best draft? Yes, I do. I think it's a no-brainer. The Cardinals did a fantastic job. Monty Ossenfort cooked. Monty Ossenfort did exactly what he needed to do, and the rest is history from there. So super, super excited about it. We got Ozzy in the chat saying A plus. We got Michael says big A. Cardinals fan saying a solid A. And then Ozzy saying Seahawks third, probably. Yeah, I would say it's a 3-way tie between the 49ers or even Seahawks being 3 and the 49ers being 4, right? I think the 49ers are probably fringe tied up with the third or even fourth. Like, I don't think they had the best draft. And I know there's a lot of San Francisco 49er fans out there that are very, very scratching their heads with the idea of the players that they ended up picking. So yes, the Cardinals are the best at drafting in 2024. And I can only imagine and only speculate that the Arizona Cardinals are going to have a big, big jump heading into the 2024 season, because we just got so many premier players that could potentially be big time starters for the Cardinals moving forward. So super excited about it. Truly am. The draft class, if you don't already know what it is, we've already talked about it verbatim. We talked about it multiple times on this channel, but this is just another quick recap on who the Cardinals ended up going for. Marvin, Darius, Max Milton, Trey Benson, Isaiah Adams, Tip Ryman, Elijah Jones, Dadrian, Taylor Demerson, Xavier Thomas, Christian Jones, Tajon Palmer, and then Jaden Davis to finish up the end of the 2024 NFL draft. So Cardinals did a very good job. I truly do feel like they absolutely killed the draft and they won the draft, no doubt. Ace in the chat says A minus. That's what I would give the Cardinals to. I would give the Cardinals an A minus. I think they did a fantastic job. For sure. Fishbowl in the chat says the players we sign as undrafted free agents could end up on the team also. I made a video about this yesterday, and shout out to the people that actually watched it. I know I released it during a time when the Suns were playing, or at least 30 minutes to 20 minutes before the Suns were playing, but appreciate you guys for actually tuning in and showing love to all the most recent videos that we've been posting out here. You guys are the real MVP. The recap that we had crazy amount of numbers. We also did an undrafted rookies video that we released yesterday, and that one is absolutely doing very, very well as well. And I'm very excited. Thank you so very much, everybody, for being here and talking Cardinals, because I truly felt like in 2023 I was pretty much talking to a wall because it was a rough season. It was a rough season, but now that we got Marvin Harrison Jr. As an Arizona Cardinal, and it's actually official, there's so much buzz. There's so much buzz going around the valley for just this one prospect. Just this one prospect. We're talking about 1 out of 12. 1 out of 12. This one prospect is automatically changing the hyped, the fandom, the excitement around the valley for just the Arizona Cardinals, and I'm super, super stoked about it. Marvin Harrison Jr. is now an Arizona Cardinal. It's sometimes very hard to realize it, right? Sometimes you feel like you're in a dream. But yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. is a Arizona Cardinal. Wouldn't have any other way. I'm super, super excited about it. And yeah, definitely won the draft for sure. Okay, now let's move on over to what everybody's here to talk about, right? Everybody's here to talk about, can the Arizona Cardinals potentially be a playoff contending team? Can the Arizona Cardinals be a potential team to sniff or make it in the back end of the playoffs? Let's talk about that. Now, the Arizona Cardinals in the last couple months have gone through an extreme facelift. We ended up going through free agency, which we addressed a lot of needs on the defensive side of the ball, bringing in players that were going to bolster up that interior defensive line, stop the run. We got a cornerback, some seen as a cornerback one in Sean Murphy-Bunting. I mean, we got some good role players that can eventually, hopefully, blossom into becoming solid players for the Cardinals. We ended up doubling down and finishing off with the draft and bringing in 12 projected players. And we also got 3 undrafted players that has some intrigue, right? Joe Shimko, I believe it's how you pronounce his name. We got a new long snapper that can eventually be the Cardinals, maybe long snapper of the future. We ended up getting Miles Murphy out of University of UNC. And then we ended up North Carolina, University of North Carolina. And then we ended up getting Xavier Weaver out of Colorado. So it's just a lot of excitement, man. I feel like every move that Monty's doing is the right move to get to where we need to get to, right? And where do we need to get to? Playoffs, right? That's what we need to get to. Playoffs is what a lot of people have in their minds right now. Are the Arizona Cardinals playoff bound? That's the biggest question out there, right? Are the Arizona Cardinals playoff bound? Now, we talked about this before. The NFC is not the best conference. We all know that, right? The juggernauts, the powerhouses, they all land themselves in the AFC, right? Whether you talk about the Ravens, whether you talk about the Chiefs, whether you talk about the Bills, the Bengals you can throw in there as well. A lot of the young, studded quarterbacks and good teams that are consistently good are in the AFC. The NFC is still probably, I don't want to say weak, but this is a perfect opportunity for the Cardinals to pounce, right? This is the year where the Cardinals can eventually make some noise, right? We got the San Francisco 49ers, which I still believe they're going to be contenders, but every one of their people on their roster are getting a year older, right? Deebo Samuel is a really good gadget player, running back / wide receiver. You also got Brandon Ayuk, which I heard that they're going to probably eventually go after getting that extension done for him. George Kittle, Brock Purdy, still Mr. Irrelevant, but has a really, really good year. You got the Seahawks with the brand new coaching regime. And then you got the Rams that lost Aaron Donald, but also has a aging Matthew Stafford. Can he stay healthy, right? So that's the biggest question. Can the Arizona Cardinals take advantage where they need to take advantage? And that is where we are, right? In terms of, can we take advantage of the West? I feel like we should. This is the year to do so. The Cardinals have made drastic measures to improve this team. So we're going to have the rookie class of last year, which we all feel like Monty Ossenfort has done a very good job in cooking, right? This next year, we're bringing in young talent as well that can eventually do another facelift to this roster. And as long as these guys can develop to the players that we all need them to be, why not? Right? Why not? Now, I believe it was yesterday that we had people ask me, where do I feel like the Cardinals can potentially be in terms of win-loss record, right? How many wins do I feel like the Arizona Cardinals can have? I said 7-8 wins, but honestly, listening to the chat, listening to the reasonings, listening to all the new upgrades that the Arizona Cardinals have done, honestly, it's not a drastic, far-fetched thing to say that the Cardinals could potentially be a 8-9 win team, 8-10 win team. Honestly, truly. We got a franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray, and if he can stay healthy through the entirety of the 2024 season, we could potentially have ourselves a 9-10 win season. Truly. We got a lot of good weapons in Marvin Harrison Jr. We got James Conner coming in here, arguably one of the best running backs if he could stay healthy. We got another good young piece behind him in Trey Benson. We got Mike Wilson going into his second year. Greg Dortch finally getting the opportunity that we all been screaming in the top of our soapboxes about, of giving Greg Dortch the opportunity. He's now finally getting his opportunity. And honestly, with what we're bringing in, I'm super excited about it. I truly, truly am. I'm really excited about 2024, and I feel like it's all up from here. It's all up from here. Seriously, I think we can make a run at potentially being a 9-8, 9-10 type of team. Truly, truly. I get it. We were a 4-win team yesterday or last year. I get it. I get that we were a 4-win team in 2022. 2022 was an absolute struggle. It was the end of Cliff Kingsbury's era. There was a lot of dysfunction. They had to clean house. The Cardinals did that. The Cardinals restarted from the ground up. We ended up releasing DeAndre Hopkins. We ended up trading Isaiah Simmons, former first-round pick, for what? A 6th to 7th round pick. The Cardinals brought in players that they truly, truly, truly believe in. They brought in players that they can truly say that that is Monty Austin Fort type of guy. That is a Jonathan Gannon type of guy. That's what they brought in. That's what 2023 was. 2023 was a wash year. They come out and said, we are setting up for 2024. We got Kyler Murray healthy from the jump. You're telling me we can't win 8, 9, 9, 10 games? Man, we can. We can and we will. Kyler Murray is going to light up this NFL. And if he doesn't, then we'll have different conversations at the end of 2024. But right now, it is all up from here. It's super excitement amongst the Valley. We finally got him a number 1 wide receiver that is young, that is not past his prime, that it's a guy that's as hyped up as it comes, coming out of the college level. I get it. We had Larry Fitzgerald with Kyler. We had DeAndre Hopkins with Kyler. I get it. But we got a young guy that could actually grow with Kyler Murray. And not a guy that's set in his ways already, right? We didn't get a diva wide receiver coming in here that was set in his ways. No, we got a young kid in Marvin Harrison Jr. that is going to grow with Kyler Murray. And I'm just excited about it. I'm excited about it. In Monty, we trust. In Jonathan Gannon, we trust. And this picture pretty much summarizes it for me. This picture pretty much summarizes it for me. I have belief again. I have belief again, ladies and gentlemen. And it's really hard coming off 2023 to say we got belief again. But boy, do we got it. Boy, do we got it. Big shout out to my guy, Michael Evans, in the chat with the $5 dono. Appreciate you, Michael. Thank you so very much for the $5 donation. Absolutely amazing. Appreciate the contribution. Truly. We got hope again, ladies and gentlemen. You give the Arizona Cardinals hope. We're coming. We're coming. That's all I got to say. We're coming. We're coming for that West. We're coming for a playoff spot. I'm excited. I'm truly, truly excited. As long as we can stay healthy, this team could definitely make a noise. It could definitely make noise for sure. Let's keep it with the chat. Hebe in the chat says the future is starting. The future starts now. Future started in 2023. Unfortunately, Rome wasn't built in a day, but we have seen teams go from last to first from one year to the next. Why not the Cardinals? Why not the Cardinals, right? Why not the Cardinals? Man, I'm stoked. This is going to be a very, very good year. Just look at this, man. Look at this rookie class. Just look at this rookie class. 12 picks. 12 picks. And all I'm asking is for 4 to 5 starters out of these 12 picks. That's all we need. 4 to 5 starters out of these 12 picks. You're telling me that Marvin is not going to be a bona fide starter. Darius Robinson's not going to be a bona fide starter. Max Melton's not going to be a bona fide starter. Next year, Trey Benson's not going to be a bona fide starter, right? Tip Ryman's going to get a good opportunity with blocking. Christian Jones could potentially be the right tackle of the future, right? So you're telling me that we're not going to at least get 4 to 5 starters out of this rookie class? It's crazy. We're going to. Garrett Williams, second year. Mike Williams, second year. Mike Wilson, second year. I'm stoked. Now, here's a big question. When does the schedule come out? The schedule comes out sometime in May. Usually it comes out somewhere around the first week of May or second week of May. It's usually when it comes out. It's probably like the 9th, the 7th, the 11th, the 12th, something around those lines. Now, here's a big question. When is that schedule released for the NFL? Right now, there's not been a date. Right now, there has not been a date, or at least per what I've been looking for, right? I haven't been seeing I haven't seen a date out there at all. I could only imagine it's going to be somewhere around May 7, 9, 8, 10, 11, 12, somewhere around that range. But we don't know the date, but it's going to be better when we do, right? Now, here's the next question. Who is our opponents for 2024? 2024 opponents for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, these are our home games. We got the Bears, we got the Lions, we got the Patriots, we got the Jets, we got the Commanders, the Chargers, the Rams, the 49ers, and Seahawks. Those are our home games. Let's look at our away games for the Arizona Cardinals. The Packers, the Vikings, the Dolphins, the Bills, the Panthers, the Rams, the 49ers, and the Seahawks. This is a good year for us to potentially make a big push. Because I get the Bears are probably going to be a really good team in the future. If Caleb Williams doesn't succeed with what they gave him, then that's on Caleb. You know what I mean? That's on Caleb. I think Caleb's going to have a good career, though. I think he maybe not year one, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe he might have a CJ Stroud type of year. But I'm going to vote that it's going to take some time, right? So we got the Bears, a possible dub. And that's at home. That's not in Chicago. That's at home. Then we got the Lions, which the Lions are a tough team. The Lions are a tough team. Some already have Super Bowl aspirations for the Lions coming back into this year. They're a tough team. So I'm not going to say that's a dub. I'm not going to say it's a loss either. But I'm not going to say it's a dub. The New England Patriots, a new quarterback. They're going through a brand new regime. That might be a dub. The Jets, I don't trust the Jets. I don't trust the Jets. Something about Aaron Rodgers when he plays the Arizona Cardinals, he just doesn't do so good. He just doesn't do so good. So we're playing the Jets. I'm not going to say that's an easy dub, but a possible dub. Then we got the Commanders, another team with the rookie quarterback. So far we got the Bears, we got the Patriots, we got the Commanders. 3 rookie quarterbacks at home. Come on. Then we got the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh, they're going through this whole thing at the Chargers. And then we got the Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks, right? We don't know what's going to happen in those division games. Usually it's a toss-up. Road, we got the Packers, which with Jordan Love, they look to be a good team. The Vikings, they got J.J. McCarthy. I'm not the biggest fan of J.J. McCarthy's, honestly. That can potentially be a dub. I'm not the biggest fan of Tua Tagovailoa, but we got the Dolphins, a road game, and then we got the Bills. The Bills are always going to be a tough team. Always going to be a tough team. And then we got the Panthers. The Panthers, right now, I will call that a dub. And then we finish off with Seahawks, Rams, and 49ers. So we got some winnable games on this, right? And I know it's the NFL, so you can't crown a easy dub, right? You can't do that. I get that. But this team could definitely make some noise for sure in an NFC that's not strong. It's not strong. This NFC is not strong. The Cardinals can definitely make some noise. At home, we're playing 3 rookie quarterbacks. Away, we're playing Bryce Young in his second year and J.J. McCarthy. We're playing every rookie quarterback that's most likely going to be a starter. We're playing every rookie quarterback with the exception of Bo Nix. He might be a starter. He might not. I don't know. I don't know what Sean Payton's going to do. But we definitely have a very, very suitable, favorable opponents in 2024. Favorable opponents for 2024. The Cardinals can potentially be a playoff team. I'm not saying we're going to win the West. Not going to say we're going to win the West. The Cardinals need to go through the 49ers first. But we can definitely potentially be a playoff team. That's the next step. Or at least 7, 8, 9 wins. That's the next step. Fishbowl in the chat saying Bills without Diggs and Davis. Facts. That's true. I didn't even think of that. That's true. That's true. Bills without Diggs and Davis. You're right. I didn't think of that. But there's something about always giving respect to a very good quarterback in the NFL. And Josh Allen's one of those great quarterbacks in the NFL to me. I think he's a very, very good quarterback. He got some weapons, maybe not the primary weapons that they felt that they were going to get, but they got some weapons. but they're definitely not Diggs and Gabe Davis for sure. For sure. The Bills also lost their secondary. That's true. Yeah, the Bills have gone through a transformation, but I'm not gonna say the Cardinals are going to wipe them up unless we know a couple things. I want to see what their season is unfolding to, and on top of that, I want to see what the Arizona Cardinals are schedule is going to be. Once we know the schedule, we'll be able to successfully have a win-loss record, right? Or something along the lines of doing where we're like, okay, this is a win, this is a loss, right? We're probably going to be getting the schedule soon. Maybe within the next week or two. So definitely a lot to look forward to. And then after we get our schedule, we got June, we got July, and right back to football. So I am very, very, very excited about this 2024 season. Very excited. AZ versus Chicago going to be, yes, fireworks. It's going to be a good game. I just want to see Kyler Murray 2020? Well, early Kyler Murray, right? 2021 Kyler Murray. That's what I want to see. I want to see early 2021 Kyler Murray. 2020, he did pretty decent too. But that's what I want to see. Bring us back to that. Bring us back to that level of success. That's what I'm looking forward to. And we brought him some weapons. Definitely brought him some weapons. So absolutely super excited. Absolutely super excited. Our first time playing the Bills since the Hail Murray. That was such a weird year. That year was so weird, but that definitely brought us excitement. That Hail Murray definitely brought us excitement to the Bird game, man. That was such a weird year, though. Not seeing people in the stadiums or having like cardboard people out. It was such a weird year. But definitely very, very exciting. I can definitely very well see the Arizona Cardinals being playoff bound for sure. Yesterday, I said 7 to 8 wins. Now, I'm waking up saying I think the Cardinals can potentially have 8 to 10. That should be enough in the NFC to get themselves a playoff berth. Wild card, right? Wild card. Then we're definitely going to make some noise. Right now, still no word about when Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to sign up that NFLPA licensing agreement. But as of right now, we just wait. It's the waiting game at this very moment. Let me know right now. Chat, give me your number. How many games will the Arizona Cardinals win? In the chat below. How many wins will the Arizona Cardinals win in 2024? I already gave you the list of the opponents the Cardinals are going to go after. If you need that list again, let me give it to you again. At home, Bears, Lions, Patriots, Jets, Commanders, Chargers, Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks. Road, Packers, Vikings, Dolphins, Bills, Panthers, Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks. How many wins do you think the Arizona Cardinals can have in 2024? Let me know here in the chat below. While I read this contribution from my guy K1 in the chat with $5 dono. What's up, brother? Appreciate you. He says, if Kyler has a subpar season or gets injured again, would you have some doubt he is our franchise guy? Yes. Yeah. There might be a little doubt for sure. One of the biggest knocks on Kyler Murray, to me, is not that he's short. Because I know quarterbacks can win. Quarterbacks can win, right? It's not that. It's, can he stay healthy? Right now, my mind is just, I'm excited about 2024. So if he gets hurt again, you're going to have to ask yourselves a very tough question out there. And the tough question is he going to be the guy moving forward, right? I know we have him under contract for sure. I don't think we're trading. I don't think we're releasing him unless something completely crazy happens. But yeah, he needs to have a very, very good season. There's no excuses anymore. He needs to. He needs it for himself too, not just for me, not just for the fan base. Kyler Murray needs it for himself too. But I appreciate the $5 donation. Let's continue with the chat. I ended up asking you guys, how many wins do you think the Arizona Cardinals will have in 2024? And we got a lot of responses. We got Brandon with 10. We got Deus with 11. Adrian 9-11. We got Christopher 11-6. We got a 10-piece, another 10-piece, another 10-piece, an 8-piece. Man. Okay, and then we got a 6 and 7 piece here. Okay, let's not focus on that one. I'm just kidding. Everybody's opinion matters. There's optimism, man. There's a lot of optimism right now. A lot of optimism in the air right now. A lot of optimism in the air. Clayton Tune, somebody said this in my chat, and I could have, I wished I screenshotted it, and I want to give them credit. But somebody said that Clayton Tune is our tush push cheat code. That's beautiful. I don't know how else to describe it. That's right. Clayton Tune is our tush push cheat code for sure. I'm so excited for several different reasons. A, I truly believe this could be a playoff caliber team. And then B, this preseason is going to be as exciting. Yes, I said it. Preseason is going to be as exciting as we have seen in quite some time. Yes, I said preseason because there's a lot of things to look at. Quarterback 2, who is it? Desmond Ridder, Clayton Tune. Running back 2, is Michael Carter going to stay at that number 2 role? Is Trey Benson going to get him a good preseason for him to kind of excel, right? This wide receiving core, is it going to be, as we predict, Marvin Harrison Jr., Mike Wilson, and Greg Dortch? Or are we going to see one of these wide receivers make a rise, right? Are we going to see any of these young, talented people beat out these veterans? That's very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. So preseason is going to be good. I'm excited about it. We now can say to ourselves that the Arizona Cardinals are going to be able to have a lot of exciting football again. A lot of exciting football again. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't have it any other way. Here we go. Bold prediction in the chat. Bold prediction in the chat. Maiden 21. Maiden 21. I hope I don't butcher your name, but one of the channel members of the AZ Sports Fan. Appreciate you for being a channel member. He says Clayton Tune is going to have 7 rushing touchdowns for 7 yards. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Clayton Tune, cheat code or tush push cheat code. 7 rushing touchdowns for 7 yards. I wouldn't have it any other way. I would not have it any other way. It just gives us more flexibility to do what we need to do, right? Smash mouth football, run it down your throat, being more physical than your opposing team. That's what you need. That's what you need. You need these type of players, right? People that love football. And if you look at this picture, I don't know what gets you more hyped up than just we're in good hands. That's the best way to describe it. We're in good hands. We're in good hands. Somebody in the chat says, I think 49ers might cook us still. I mean, you know, if we take one from them and they beat us 1, that's a dub. Like if we split the series 3-3 in the division, whether that's 2 wins from the Seahawks and, getting swept by a division rival somewhere, that's still a win. The Arizona Cardinals, I believe last time I was looking at power rankings, and I get it. Power rankings are all based off people's opinions, right? The Cardinals are still listed as like 24, 23, 25, around that realm in terms of power rankings. That can change real quick when the Cardinals start off at 2-1 or 3-1, 4-1, 4-2, 3-2, right? That can change very, very quickly. Right now, the thought process is the Arizona Cardinals need to prove that they can actually compete in the NFL in order for us to get past that power ranking in terms of being at the bottom. But We can very well sweep the Seahawks. We could probably take one from Sean McVay and the Rams with no Aaron Donald. The 49ers are beatable. Yes, they swept us this last year, but they should have. They were a Super Bowl team, and we were just going through we were just trying to be competitive. That's all we were trying to be. That was our accomplishment in the 2024 season. We're trying to be competitive. That's all we were trying to do. And we accomplished it. We were competitive in most of these games. Did we get shellacked in some games? Yes, we did. Yes, there were some games that I was like, oh, why am I watching this game still? Yes, there was. But those are the bumps and bruises. Rookie quarterback, a lot of turnaround with the quarterback position, Clayton Tune, Dobbs, Murray. So it's to be expected. It's to be expected. So even if they do, Cardinals are still going to be in a good position. I have complete faith and utter faith in what we got going on in JG and Murray coming back for a full year. Give me that. I'll eat it up. Let's go with one more question here. I got another question for y'all. Who's going to be the most impactful rookie for the Cardinals? Excluding Marvin Harrison Jr. So don't put Marvin as one of them. Who's going to be the most impactful rookie for the Cardinals, excluding Marvin Harrison Jr.? So don't have him as your answer, please. So anybody else is on the table. You think it's Darius Robinson, Max Melton, Trey Benson, Isaiah Adams, Tip Ryman, Elijah Jones, Dadrian Taylor, Demerson. Actually, I think I'm going to call him DTD. That's what I'm going to start calling him. DTD. It's a little quicker than what I've been calling him. Or Jay, who do you think is going to be the most impactful rookie for the Arizona Cardinals in 2024, excluding Marvin Harrison Jr.? Because we all know. We know. We already got some responses here in the chat. Got Max. Got Melton. we got Benson. Got Robinson. Trey Benson and Mad Max. Love that. Trey. Xavier Thomas. Okay. Love that. Love it. Darius. All right. I love it. All right. My guy did what we said not to do, but it's okay. Got to give love. Robinson will be a beast. Man. Exciting. Honestly, right now, we still are listed as 23, 24, 25 in the power rankings. But honestly,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care. We're gonna make some noise. We're gonna make some noise. Like Kyler Murray said, we're up. We're up. Like Kyler Murray said, we're up. We're gonna make some noise. Xavier's a hidden gem. Hope so. Matt says that tight end. All right. Tip Ryman. Okay. Max. All right. Well, definitely excitement in the air for Cardinals fans all around. Definitely excitement in the air, and I wouldn't have it any other way. We haven't seen a season like this or an off season like this in quite some time. And let me tell you one thing right now. This is exactly what we need, especially because the Suns just got swept. So we need something to hang on to. Let's read a couple more chats, and then we're going to close up shop. We got a bold take. Trey Benson, RB1 by week 1. Woo! That's bold, Cotton. That's bold. Let's see how that works. I love Trey Benson. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that. Who's our starting center though? It's still gonna be for Holt. I think it's still gonna be for Holt. Now the Cardinals do have Evan Brown still. Evan Brown does give the flexibility to also play center as well, but I think it's going to be for Holt. Yeah, because a lot of people forgot that Evan Brown is now a member of the Arizona Cardinals, which he does play on the inside. I think he's mainly a guard, but I think he's got the flexibility to play center too. But I think we're going to be rocking with Holt. Oh, John Gaines going to start. I forgot about John Gaines. Sheesh. Yeah, I forgot about John Gaines. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, one more bold take, and we're going to be closing up shop. That guy says, bold take, Murray leads Cardinals to 12-5 and wins MVP. It's a good way to end it. It's a good way to end the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to be closing up shop here. Do you think the Arizona Cardinals are playoff bound? That's the biggest question right now. Are the Cardinals playoff bound in 2024? Let me know here in the chat. We're going to be closing up shop right here. Thank you so very much, everyone, for tuning in. If you guys haven't already smacked the like button, definitely do it for the algorithm. Smack it up. We got over 100 people watching. Let's reach 100 likes on YouTube and as well as Twitter/X. Appreciate you for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. They don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my I got bad intentions, make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, my whole team do the